Yo, it's me, man, David Strand here with DJ KDS.
What's up, good people?
We are here with Freedom K Radio and Hustle Man Radio.
Freedom K.
Don't forget to check us out on Thursdays at 9 and Sundays at 11. The Coco Show podcast, also followed by other music and other legends right behind it. Don't forget to check us out, Instagram, Facebook, and everything else. And don't forget, if you're here in Greenville and Taylor's, you can see us and hear us at Reds.
Yeah, hear us.
Are you doing that on purpose?
Maybe that's better.
The Coco Show. The Coco Show. It's chocolate, baby. The Coco Show. The Coco Show. It's about to go crazy. Run it. Run it. Run it. Yeah, yeah. Run it. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. Yeah, it's not a hassle. Hold it. You just don't wanna do right. Stick into it, your behavior. We calling that thing irrational. Oh yeah. This three-piece suit I'm in is fashionable. But I'm in it to win it, yeah, get it this life for the living is so hashtagable. Keep repeating all the same old things, getting all the same old games. Let's get something that's braggable. Oh yeah. So we can start to live it up, cause we'll never give it up, yeah. The Coco Show. It's chocolate, baby. The Coco Show. It's about to go crazy.
Get started.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's alright. It's gonna be alright. War grind. You could never stop me. I'm about to claim what's mine. Pull your shades down, boy, cause I'm about to shine. If I come, then I'm down. You'll never waste my time. Oh, you'll never waste my time. That's good, that's fine. You about to do your thing. I'm about to live my life. No longer my girlfriend. She about to be my wife. We gotta change some things, and man, I think that's wise. Oh man, I think that's wise. So take the past that they bury. Now I'm feeling like I'm ready. Rock slow, rock steady. Got food in my belly. I know the world seems crazy, and I feel a little hazy. But if I try, then maybe. Yeah, if I try, then maybe. I want to share the love with the world. Hanging with the fellas and all the pretty girls. Outside, man, the sun shines nice. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Yo, welcome to the Coco Show. This is a little different for me. Being on stereo solo intentionally, wanting to just share some thoughts, man, and some revelation of some things and perception of days lived in this world. And I just first off want to shout out freedomkradio.net. That is where the Coco Show podcast lives. That is our home base. They put us on their station and broadcast us around the world
to talk to so many different people, to everyone listening, and they've done so much for us, and it really just broadened our platform and what we were trying to accomplish. And what are we trying to accomplish? We're trying to give a voice to those that have been silenced. This podcast was created, honestly, to showcase one thing, showcase how great an individual could be, to only get a glimpse of true potential of what might be possible, to inspire someone, so much so that when comments are made, that they're overlooked because of what was said by an individual and what was heard by another. This podcast was created to start a drive in someone and to bring about a change in one person in hopes that change would change millions. And I see this vehicle, man. I see it going. It's driving forward, and it does not stop. This individual, of course, I'm talking about is my brother David Strand, of course, host of this show. Some of you may even wonder why he's not on this episode. Honestly, I just wanted to kind of boast a little bit about him. At the same time, I wanted to, like I said, share my perception of this individual and to really just talk about some things. This podcast is about to take a very unique turn. I believe a very dangerous turn, but at the same time, well worth it turn. What we talked about for the last 2 years has really been a mixture of ideas or some thoughts that other people may have, or some experiences that people share in their walk of life or their day to day. It could be about your boss, or it could be about relationships, kids. It could, we've talked about depression. We've talked about music. We've talked about artists, movies, comedy, just what makes you laugh, just things that you remember when you were, growing up, just all kind of stuff, just sharing experiences of life up until this point, and really just remembering the times. A lot of us get trapped in our days, and we just stay focused on our jobs, and we wake up and we're like, all right, I've got to take care of business. I've got to get me ready, right? I got to start with me. Then I got to start with my loved ones or whoever I'm with. And if there is no loved ones, then you go straight to the world. And they just, you give this energy, this unending amount of energy to this world, to keep it moving, to keep it running. And I don't know about y'all, man, but in my now, I am just starting to really question everything. Like, why should I have to work tonight. I work third shift at BMW. Not even, I'm just like, whatever. I'll just say it. But why should I leave my home and go spend another second in that facility feeling how I feel right now? I know I haven't really gone to any details as far as why I feel the way I feel, or, kind of what happened when I woke up this morning, but it was different. I think it was also intentional because it really rocked my world. I felt like I was in this la la land of everything's all right. And, what I've done and what I'm doing, this is the way, this is the American dream, all this stuff. I'm trying not to curse. It's so hard. And I felt like my world was just rocked this morning by my brother. And like I said, that's why I kind of want to talk a little bit about him, but also share my perception of today. It's just really unique, and I'm at a loss for words a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, but we do episodes once a week on Freedom K Radio, and it's been really cool. My brother, I call him Black Man. I call him Black Man because he's raw, He just tells it like it is, and he doesn't hold back. He almost can give off a bully vibe if you don't know him. But we're from Jersey, so that's how we were brought up, man. And it all came from love. But if you don't know Jersey folk like that, then you really might feel a bully vibe from him. And I call him Black Man because he gets angry a lot about so much. And people say that, even myself included, will say, "Oh, man, you just angry," or people will come up and be like, "Man, your brother is angry." And I think it's funny, when you say it, but in actuality, when he gets mad about something, it's really because it's not right, and I always tell people it's important that you pick and choose your battles and what you think is worth fighting for. And when my brother hears something that is wrong or off or could be corrected or, something like that, then it's really him responding to it, trying to show people like, yo, are you blind to what they're doing here? It's not right. You should change this. This is, this is how you run a business. This is how you treat people. This is this, and he sees it for what it is. It's almost like he has a radar for wrong, if you will. And his opinions and what he voices is him trying to just showcase to others, yo, you guys are asleep and you don't realize what's really going on here. I ain't really realized that till this morning. I mean, he's really been on it, and I guess I've been oblivious to it. I think a lot of us have, a lot of his friends still are oblivious to it. But I think we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and I'm starting to reconsider what his weaknesses might be, because my brother, aka Black Man, has really just been trying to right the wrongs, and has been, put down for it, has been told that you're nothing and, you're worthless and this and that, and saying, that pretty much you're not welcome to be here if you're going to continue to be that way. Like, it's not acceptable to be who you are. And, my brother challenges all of that, and just, being woken up today to what he shared. It really opened my eyes. I know a lot of you will hear this and be like, "Man, will you just tell us what happened?" And I will, but it will not be in this episode. Intentionally. I told my brother, from what I heard this morning, rocked me to my core so much that it brought me to tears. And it also brought me to anger. And I honestly had to stop and just take a moment and breathe. But even in that, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me to really just come back to normal, I guess. And so I had to take a moment and pray. I even tried to, find something like comical so that I could laugh at and be able to come out of the funk of what I was exposed to. And I'll say it partially worked, but it partly didn't. Even now, just thinking about it, kind of, coasting over what it was like, I could just feel the emotion kind of welling back up. And I told my brother it was vitally important that what he shared with me definitely gets properly researched so that we give you actual dates and facts. And at the same time, I said it's very important about how we release this information to those that are listening. Now, I know I'm on stereo. You might look at my followers and be like, dude, you sitting at 114. Hush up. I mean, that's what you see here on stereo. And that's cool. 114 is cool. That's a lot of people still. However, our podcast has reached over 8.6 million thanks to Freedom K Radio. Now, I don't want to say those numbers to boast anymore, but I want to just kind of paint some relative facts. Like, that's a lot of people. And what I don't want to do is bring to you what was brought to me this morning without proper information. I think I really want you guys, for what's going to happen on this platform, this podcast, moving forward, it is important that we release what we find in its entirety, in its entire truth. Let me say it that way. Because I don't want to continue to water down or misinform anyone about anything, because what rocked my world might rock your world. So much so that you're driven to start changing yourself, your environment, how you live, what you do, who you talk to, how you spend your time. A lot of that is going to change a lot of you, because I'm telling you, it's changing me. And, you know, with 8.6 million people, I want to get it right. And I told my brother it's important that we get it right. And so we've got a lot of work to do. And I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I am emotionally affected by what we're about to do and talk about here in the future on the Coco Show podcast. I just want to take a second too and just thank each and every one of you that listen. I don't even know, of all the locations that people are listening. But I know a few places, definitely Canada. I saw Uruguay once, and from Seattle to the Philippines. I mean, you guys, it's all over. I don't know where you are, and I'm literally talking to everyone at the same time, and I'm just telling you personally, thank you for tuning in. If you've ever just checked out an episode, if you've downloaded one, if you shared one, if you spoke about us in any regard, or if you continue to subscribe and you listen to our podcast and what we talk about in our lifestyle, I just truly want to thank you. You've really, just kind of set the bar for us and showed really all of us, what we're capable of and what you're intrigued by. Because of you, we are the top podcast on Freedom K Radio, and I'm just excited about it and thankful for it. And I just want to tell you I appreciate you. So with that being said, man, I wanted to title this, Should I Worry? I have a lot of friends, man, that kind of watch me just operate in my day, and they ask me why I do what I do. Why do you work so much, Nate? Why do you spend so much time doing so much? Whether you're off, you're working, if you're at work, you're actually doing more work, or I see you writing notes and thoughts and all this stuff. It's like, why do you do it? And I feel like I'm supposed to. It's like, if you want to go somewhere, you wake up out of your bed, like, let's just say you want to go to the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Something simple. Well, if you know you want to go to the kitchen, you get up and you walk there. You don't think about it. You just do it. And that's just where I'm at with all that I do. I feel like I have to do what I'm doing, from, creating music, to helping, grow this podcast, to running a small business to, you know, all that I do, I feel like I'm supposed to do it. And so I just, without thought, I do it. And I really feel like it's a part of me inside that just will not give up. It's relentless. It wants to live outside of an idea. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like everything that's inside of me is just desperately trying to live in the reality of what is our today. And I can't stop. I've tried, but it's, you know, I take breaks. I'm not like exhausting myself, but, you know, I have to get back at it. And I'm grateful to God for sure for that drive and being able to just endure and keep on going and showing others, you know, there's always something to do. But with saying there's always something to do, I want to paint a clear picture about that, because, you know, I was reading the Bible, man, and it was talking about how people, you know, get busy, and so much so that they have no time for other important things. And it's like, you can't lose sight of what you're busy doing versus, you know, what you're supposed to do. And we have to remember, like, what are we working so hard for? You know, I also was turned on by another friend that said, man, hey, you should watch The Minimalist on Netflix, man. It's really good. I think you'll enjoy it. And I said, all right, I'll check that out. And I did. I didn't finish it yet, but I definitely started and watched a good bit of it. And I mean, it just made me look around my house and say, man, why do I have all this stuff? Why do I have all this stuff? Why do I work so hard for trying to get more money only to get more stuff to impress people that don't really care about me? Not like that, you know what I'm saying? Or is not impressed by what I have. You know, it's that mindset of, this is what everyone's done, so we have to do it. And so, you know, like many people, man, we just acquire so much stuff. Now that I look around my home, I'm thinking we should get rid of a lot of it and stop overworking ourselves for things that are just either material or isn't really important. I feel like the real work that is placed on each and every one of us alive right now, the true work, is discovering who you are and why you're here. And I think everything outside of that question is a distraction. It stops you from the work, the actual work that we should be doing in discovering who you are and why you're here. What is our purpose? I promise you, I know I was not born to work for the Bavarian Motor Works. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is far from it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted to tell you guys that I work at BMW for one reason. That was my dream job. I started working in hotels when I was 16 years old. 16 years old. And they actually hired me earlier than they should have. They hired, I think, back when I got that job, and I can't remember the year. They hired at 18. You had to be 18 or older. But they hired me at 16 because my brother and my mother worked at the same property, and they were hard workers. They were good, reliable. And they said, well, if we got two of them, might as well get three and round them all up. You know what I mean? Because they'll all be the same. They're all under mom. So if she's that way, the brother's that way, then the younger one's got to be the same way. And they gave me a chance and hired me at 16 years old, which I'm grateful for, guys. I really am. But I learned, working there. I met a lady that actually worked at BMW at the time and didn't know her. She was just like, hey, how are you? And I, just polite, hey, I'm good. And she said, how long have you been working here? And I was like, oh, just a few months. I used to work at McDonald's prior to that. And she was just like, well, you know, BMW will pay you $25 if you went to school and became an engineer. And literally because of what she said, that's exactly what I did without thought. I went to school. I tried to be an engineer. That's what I was going for. That was my major. And, you know, tried to live that life only because of that dollar amount, guys. $25 an hour was so intriguing to me. It's like, oh, man, I could really do a lot with that money. A whole lot. And so that became my dream job. So I went to college and, you know, tried to pay out of pocket best I could for everything because I hated loans. I didn't want to apply for the student loans. I heard the horror stories from my teacher to my friends and how much they had to pay back. And I'm thinking my teachers are telling me they're still paying student loans back. I'm like, how old are you? How long have you been paying and how much do you owe? And some of these people is thousands of dollars. I'm like, that can't be me. Because I'm trying to make I'm trying to make thousands of dollars. If I go and start in debt, I know I ain't going to make no money. So I'm not on the loans. I don't want loans. So I tried to pay out of pocket as best I could. You know, but my wife became pregnant and she actually lost her job because the company she was working for, they went out of business. And so I had to make a decision because I was paying out of pocket with everything. It's like continue to try to go to school and struggle or, you know, take another job and try to make more money for my family. And so I dropped out of school. And I hated to do that, man, because, you know, I told my wife and everyone I know, I really enjoy school. I think it's important that we learn. And I was enjoying it. And it just so happens at the time I was offered a promotion to be a general manager at a restaurant that used to be in downtown Greenville. And so I took it just so that we could be okay. It was my first child. I was so excited. And, you know, just going through the motions of still having a mindset that BMW was my dream job. Now, I never finished college. I never became an engineer. However, I got a job currently now at BMW years later. And I know that there are millions of people listening in their own way, in their own walk of life. So if you work for this company, I am not disrespecting this company, and I am not belittling this company, and I'm not knocking this company. But after all the years that I've had the mindset of that's my dream job and I've got to get in there, now that I'm in there, I can't wait to get out. I say that was my dream job, but now I believe it's time for me to wake up because I've been misinformed. I truly feel like we all been misinformed. And I just want to, it's hard to say it for everyone to understand because there's so many different perspectives on how we view life. But I think there is something inside of everybody listening that you're afraid to bring out or you're holding on to. And you know it could be great if it's supported. It could be great if people could hear this idea that you may have inside that you want to do. And you want people to back it. And there have been fears placed around you from friends, from loved ones, or from coworkers, or you name it, or this fear of if you lose your job, you're going to lose it all. If you ever try to achieve what's inside of you. I'm just, you know, now in my dream job working for this company, I just believe it's time to wake up. I believe that I've been lied to this entire time. I believe that it is time for me to go off the map. And I just have to start doing what I feel is inside of me because I think truth is important. I think we've all been lied to. I think that people are scared of what might happen to you if you speak too loud about something that has been hidden from us, that is pertinent to our lives, but hidden from us intentionally to only serve you the lie that you have to live by. That this is America, man. That this is the land of the free, the home of the brave. This is a place where you can be all you can be. And I'm done with it. I'm so fed up with it. And now I want to research. I want to give to you what was given to me this morning, but I want to give you proper facts. And so I have to do my research, and I have to, with my brother, I have to figure out the best way to release this information, because I think it really threatens our very lives. I don't think my brother really realizes that, but it threatens our very lives. But I have to tell you, with the emotion that that has welled up inside of me, I don't care if my life is on the line from what I'm about to say, from what we are about to do on this podcast, the Coco Show podcast. I embrace it because it's enough. I believe some of the information that's going to come out from the next few episodes on our podcast will truly begin to set people free. And in addition to the information that I want to share with you guys, to all the 8.6 million listeners that are on our platform, I'm telling you, I think it's worth it. I'm telling you, I believe that you guys are worth dying for. That if it's not me that gets to be set free from everyone coming together and really begin to live out your life as you should, free from fear, then I say it's worth it for me to go into it for you guys too. And I truly mean that.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Drizzy Dre. You are listening to the Coco Show podcast right here on freedomkradio.net.
There's one. There's another one. And another one.
Get more than you ever imagined when you trade your games for something new at GameStop, where 150 titles are worth $15 or more. Power to the players.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get unlimited gigs so you can download all the music you want. But there's more. With Boost, you get a fast nationwide network, so the beat never stops. But there's more. You also get 4 lines for $25 per line per month, plus 4 free phones.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 4 lines with unlimited gigs for $25 per line per month, plus 4 free Samsung Galaxy phones, all on our super reliable, super fast network.
I got 2 little girls. They will carry my name. They will carry my memories. They will carry my actions. They will tell you how much I love them. They will tell you how I live for them. And I think that's enough for me. And I want to pray, not on this podcast. I just want to pray and fast in preparation for what is about to come, because I think it's just vital. I think it's important. I think it'll honestly be me and my brother's life's work. I'm excited. I'm nervous, and I'm emotionally driven by this, but I'm not worried. Should I worry? Absolutely not. This is worth dying for. I woke up this morning to what my brother shared with me, and I say that this is worth dying for. And I think that if it sets you guys free, whoever's listening in, it's worth dying for. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. It's truly what I want. I want truth for the people. I want the lies to stop, so that we can continue to be who we're supposed to be as people, so that we can raise generations that love and support one another, that don't beat you down, that don't hold back from you, but that give you everything you need so that you can be what you were born to be. I'm sorry. It was not my intention to get on this podcast and become emotional, but I just, man, I want our people, and I don't mean just black people. I want our people to wake up just as much as my brother did before I even realized today. His every action. I will play this message in just a second. I'm sorry. Just a second. But his every action, his every day, that's all. That's his emotion. That's what he brings. That's all he's trying to show you is this isn't right. He gets angry. He gets mad. Like, this isn't right. How can you not see that this isn't right? And all he wants to do is correct it. All right, I'm going to play this message.
K-Dub Step, man. I'm here, bro. I pray that God covers you, to cover you in all ways, in all areas. I speak life upon you. And whatever you're about to reveal, bro, King, I'm with it. I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
Appreciate that, man. I truly appreciate that. I really do. It's going to be some hard days. And I want to give this the proper energy because for so long, I've given everything else more than it was deserved, you know? More than it was deserved. And I just want to redirect my time, my efforts into something that's worthwhile. I work at BMW, and it's another car, man. It's another $150,000 that somebody makes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even money driven. It ain't even about that. It's like, I'm just thinking about what I'm giving my life to, and is it worthwhile? Like, is this it? And I just don't think so. Because what I was woken up today to, man, I'm telling you, it shattered everything that I thought my life should be. And I just want to share it with everyone. I really do. And, I just want to begin to speak bravely, boldly, and continue to pray and fast and know that God's on my side and that he walks with me. And when my time is done, I pray he says, well done, you know. But I hope in your today that there's a smile on your face. I hope in your today that you can find joy in something in your life. And I pray that when this information comes out to all that listen, that you can receive it with an open heart. And I pray that you wake up. I pray that you wake up from this sleep of confusion and just being disoriented, you know, just being led astray. And I'm going to continue to pray for that. Last note, before I get off, I'm working on a series for our podcast, the Coco Show podcast with David Strain, called Life Record. And I've conducted a series of interviews from some YouTubers around the world and people literally I just met just from DMing them and getting on the phone and just asking them to share their story with you. It's literally going to be 4 different episodes of 4 different people from 4 different areas, just sharing their story. And I've got one more interview to conduct with an artist, and once that's completed, I'll release it. But it's called Life Record. So if you follow our podcast, And it's on every platform. The Coco Show podcast is on every platform. I pray you listen to these stories, again, just with open hearts and open minds. And I, again, just want to shed just some reality that you're not in this alone and that we are all going through something. And I just want to, say thank you to those individuals. And I will call by name, probably not on this episode, but I will call by name just to say thank you and kind of give you just a brief story and background about them and their YouTube channels. But I do appreciate everyone that tuned in today to listen. And I truly hope that y'all have a great day. Peace.
So, this is it for the Coco Show with me, David Strand. It's chocolate, baby.
Thank you for listening to the Coco Show. Check out other episodes on Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. You can also listen to current episodes on freedomkradio.net. If you have a topic idea that you would like us to discuss on this platform, feel free to email us at 1tccshow@gmail.com. Again, that's 1tccshow@gmail.com. Please like and subscribe to The Coco Show and share with all your friends. Thanks again for listening.
Are you an artist looking to get your song played around the world? Freedom K Radio is the place for you. For more details, just call us at 704-345-0324 or email us at 1tccshow@gmail.com. Let your music echo far and wide on freedomkradio.net.